Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it's Paragon John coming back at you with another video. You could have clicked any video on the internet, but you chose to click this one right here, guys. So we're going to talk about narcissists once again in this video. And I'm going to talk about specifically how narcissists love to string you along, okay? And what do I mean by this specifically? What I mean is, what you'll find with a lot of narcissistic individuals is they love to like overpromise and underdeliver, okay, and kind of string you along for a period of time. So what they'll do is they'll claim a lot of times, hey, I want to hang out with you at this date at this time, or I can't wait to hang out with you. I can't wait to get together and do this or that thing. I can't wait to get into a call with you and discuss this or that thing. I can't wait to do this or that thing that I've agreed to do with you, whatever that thing happens to be, okay? What they'll do is they'll claim that they'll talk with you and they'll claim that they want to like do something with you, and they'll act and pretend like they're really serious about it and stuff like this. But then what you'll find is there's never a follow through. There's never a real follow through. They never actually had a real intention of actually doing the thing for real that they said they wanted to do with you, okay? What they want to do is they want to string you along. They want to like keep you on a string to where they can access you whenever they feel like it, whenever they need something, they want attention, they need validation, whatever it is. And they just kind of keep you around on a string, kind of giving you breadcrumbs here and every once in a while. Like, okay, I'll talk to him now. I'll talk to him, talk to her a little bit right now. Talk to him a little bit right now. Have a little fake conversation. Pretend like I'm gonna do something that I really have no intention of actually doing. I don't have any intention of actually taking legitimate action, doing the thing that I said I was going to do, that I've agreed to with this person. You know what I mean? I've had a conversation with this person and I've agreed to do a particular thing with them, but then they never do it. You know what I mean? All they do is talk about it. Guys, narcissists love to talk. They love to talk about doing stuff. They do not like to do stuff, if that makes sense. Like, they love to make these big promises and, oh yeah, we're gonna do this thing, we're gonna go this place, we're gonna meet up here on this day and time, and I swear, bro, I really want to do it. I'm really serious about this thing that I'm actually not serious about. Really, what they want to do is they want to use you for attention and validation by basically leaving you on a string. And essentially what this does for them is that it gives them power and control over you. That way, the relationship or the friendship or the business deal or whatever the interaction is can happen fully and completely on their terms. You don't get a say so. They have power and control over you because that's what they want. That's what they need. You know what I mean? Anybody that seeks power and control and stuff like that over you is not a healthy person. That's not someone that you should be dealing with, guys. You need to be able to pick up on patterns like that. People that are doing that to you constantly, okay? And what that also does is it helps them be able to avoid accountability, okay? Narcissists hate accountability, okay? Like, if I say I'm gonna do this thing with that person, that means that I actually have to do that thing with that person, okay? For real, like legit. Narcissists hate that, okay? Narcissists don't like anything that's real. Narcissists do not like accountability. Accountability is like their kryptonite. That's why so many times they'll agree to do stuff and then never do it, because actually doing that thing requires accountability. It requires that you actually do something. It requires that you actually are a man or a woman of your word, okay? And one thing about these narcissists, guys, they are never a man or a woman of their word. Do not trust the words that come out of these people's mouths, guys. Pretty much everything that comes out of a narcissist's mouth is a manipulation tactic to gain control and power. That's all it is. And a lot of times, they'll be doing this to multiple different people at once. It's not just you that they're doing this to. They have a whole list of people or like multiple different people that they're doing this to, okay? Because you gotta understand, narcissists need attention and validation like oxygen, okay? So one way that they can garner that supply for themselves to feed their ego and basically fake, pretend, feel like they're good enough is to string multiple people along to where that they can use as validation and attention for themselves whenever they feel like it, okay? So I'll give you guys an example. Right? Let's say let's say I'm a narcissist, okay? I'm not, okay, but let's just say that I am for this hypothetical here. If I'm a narcissist, what I'm gonna do is I'll be like texting, let's say 3 or 4 different people, right? And I'm having conversations with all of these different people, separate conversations. None of these people are aware that I am doing this to multiple different people. So I, as the narcissist, need validation and attention from people constantly. Okay. So what I'm going to do is talk with people over text message, over phone, whatever, and make it seem like I really want to hang out with you. I really want to do this with you on that day. Or, I've made some kind of plan with this person and this other person that we're going to do this. I swear, bro, we're really going to do this thing. We're really going to meet up, whatever. But really and truly, I have no intention of actually making those plans that I've made with you actually happen for real. What that is a manipulation strategy to keep all these people on a hook. I want to keep these people hooked with like these vague kind of maybe kind of plans that I've made, to where all these people think that I'm serious about meeting up with them or doing a certain thing with them or whatever. That way they're invested in me, right? But I have no investment to them. I have no committed, I don't have any kind of obligation to commit to those people. You know what I mean? Because what I've done is just given them kind of a vague, like, yeah, I'm going to do this with you, but, really, I never ever actually follow through with that thing. It's like, oh, I'm busy this week, bro, or, I got caught up with something. But the funny thing is, these narcissists, that's always their excuse. It's like a pattern. For some reason, they're always busy. You know what I mean? Every time it comes time to actually do the thing that we've planned to do, they're just busy all of a sudden. And it's like it happens every single time. It's like, guys, they're not busy. They don't want to hang out with you. They don't want to do the thing that they've planned to do with you. They don't want to do it. They're future faking with you. They're breadcrumbing you. They're giving you little, I'll send him a message, or I'll send her a message now, and I'll pretend like I'm really gonna do this thing with her or with him, but really I'm never gonna follow through, and I'm gonna keep them wondering, keep them in a state of confusion, keep them in a state of like stasis, where they're constantly thinking about me, where they're, is this person really gonna meet up with me? Like, I thought we were gonna meet up and stuff like this. They want more attention from you. They want you to like reach out and be like, hey, I thought we had this thing planned. Like, what's going on? Like, where did you go? And stuff like this. Guys, that is a manipulation strategy that they are imposing on you. That way, you continue to feed them attention, guys. Don't trust people like that. If you're around individuals, or you're in contact or communication with people, with individuals who they constantly like overpromise stuff with you, like, yeah, we're gonna do this, do that, whatever, but then under deliver, they never actually follow through with it, and they continue, this is like a pattern, they continue to do this and do this and do this. Cut those people off, or don't deal with those people at all. Just kind of put those people in the backdrop, like, okay, this is not a serious person. This is some narcissist who is like using me for attention, and is like, putting me on a string, or trying to keep me on some hook for them. That way I just provide them validation and attention constantly, while they never give anything in return. Okay, guys, people do genuinely get busy, and things do come up, and people have schedules and lives and things like that do take up their time, and that's very true. But another thing that's true is that if they wanted to, they would. Okay, guys, as human beings, we prioritize things that are important to us. Okay, if if someone really wants to hang out with you or really has planned something genuine with you that they plan on following through with and actually doing, they will do it, okay? They're not going to string you along and be like, "Oh, I got busy today. Like, I told this person that I was going to do this with them like 5 times and I've bailed on them every single time because I'm busy and shit like this." That's a bunch of bullshit, guys. They're not busy, okay? They're using you for attention. They're stringing you along. They're doing this to multiple different people so they can have access and options of people that they can just garner attention from whenever they feel like it. They don't give a shit about you. They had no intention of actually following through with whatever it was that they had planned with you or whatever the thing was that they agreed with you to do. Their intention was never genuine and real. What it was all talk, it was all words, it was all manipulation to make you think something about them that was never true in the first place. That way they could have access to you and use you at their will whenever they feel like it. One thing you'll notice about narcissists, guys, is that your perspective, your how you feel is never taken into account. They want access to you whenever they feel like it. They don't care about your schedule, your time, none of that. The relationship, the friendship, the interaction has to take place 1000% on their terms. They only talk to you when they want to talk to you. They only interact with you when they want to interact with you. If you want to talk to them, if you want to interact with them, they're busy. You know what I mean? They don't have time for you. They only have time for you when they want to have time for you, if that makes sense. You are a tool for them. They don't see you as a real person that has a real schedule and whose time is important as well. They don't have a equal playing field relationship or friendship like that. It's they want to use you whenever they want to use you, and you have to be okay with it. And if you're not okay with it, well, then you're the problem. Or, "I told you I was busy, bro. I told you I was busy." They're not busy, guys. They don't want you to pick up on this pattern, okay? They don't want you to see the truth. So whenever you see the truth, whenever you're able to pick up on their pattern of behavior and you actually realize that, okay, this person is a fucking phony. This person does not actually mean the things that they say. They're just all talk and they're bullshitting and they want to use me for attention and validation without ever actually following through with the thing that they agreed to do with you. As soon as you start to pick up on that, that's when you've figured them out. That's when you know, okay, you can just forget about it, whatever, just move on with your life, and this person's like not a serious person at all. Once you figure that out, that's when they start to come back and be like, "Hey, I thought we were going to do this. I thought we were going to do this," because they've realized that you have detached from them. They now know that you have figured them out. That's what's going on. So, guys, I don't want to drag this one out too long. I really could talk on this a little bit longer, but I'm going to call it here. But that's the truth, guys. Narcissists love to string people along on a hook so they can use you whenever they feel like it, guys. So again, if you notice a pattern of behavior where a person in your life constantly agrees to do stuff with you and constantly like says, "Oh, we're going to hang out, we're going to chat, we're going to do this or that thing," but then they just never do it. They never follow through. They never do the thing that they said they were going to do. Odds are you are dealing with a narcissist who wants to use you whenever they want to use you for whatever they want to use you for. Attention, validation, whatever. So, guys, cut people like that off. Don't take people like that seriously. Stop associating with people like that. If people want to, they will, guys, okay? As human beings, we prioritize the things that are important to us. And if somebody really wants to take action in a particular area, or actually do the thing that they agreed to do with you, and they're serious about it, and they're not a narcissist, they will do it, okay? You will see a follow-through. They will make time. They will actually take action toward the things that are important to them, guys. So that's the video. Narcissist loves to string you along. So my name is John. If you guys like this sort of content, be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on this one. And that's it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.